are fresh out of Zambia Fashion Week. It was an amazing 3 days. I don't know why they call it a week when it's like 3 days, but it was an amazing 3 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And different designers from around Zambia and from around the world got to showcase their work. It was a very nice experience. It's always a nice experience. I meet so many amazing people during the whole program. So for the Zambia Fashion Week, obviously I was walking as a plus size model. 2017 I was an in-betweener, but this year, you know, life happened and I'm a plus model proper. And yeah, so first things first, the audition process. They usually have a call for auditions in like June, July. And with the date and whatever it is you need to bring with you, you usually have to take like jeans or leggings and a t-shirt that like properly shows your figure. That's actually model rules or something, I'm not too sure about it, but yeah, you do that. They call you in for the auditions and you basically walk. So my modeling knowledge comes from Sinkala, who taught me how to walk. She was just basically like lean back, take long strides, and just, you know, glide. And then my posing for photos knowledge comes from McKnight. And in a nutshell, what she said was always try to make an angle with your body, and then always also put one foot in front of the other, because it makes you look more curvy when you're standing for photos, and it sort of like silhouettes you well. So thank you guys. So yeah. The reason I did Zambia Fashion Week the first time, 2017, was to meet new people and gain confidence in myself. Because when I came back, I was mostly going to work at home, and I was working Monday to Saturday, and when like the weekend came around, I was really tired. So I was just sort of like, let me give myself an opportunity to meet people my own age, and I auditioned for it and I got in. So when you're actually walking in the Zambia Fashion Week, the changing rooms, right? You have to be prepared to change in front of everyone, guys, girls, old people, young people. No one really cares about what it is you're doing, because everyone is so busy trying to get dressed and walk down the runway. So it's usually like a big open space where everyone just changes, and we never have like anyone be offensive or insulting or creepy in any way. So it's a comfortable situation. You don't have to be shy about that. Models are usually like interacting with each other. People are usually nice half the time, right? And there haven't been any like weird cases of people stealing anyone's things. Things go missing, but I don't necessarily think it's people stealing from other people. I think it's just misplacing things in the general chaos of everything that's going on. But obviously you do have to be security conscious for your belongings and make sure that everything is kept safe. In terms of like models being catty towards one another, I don't think we necessarily have that in the Zambia Fashion Week, but I know it does happen sometimes. And like sometimes it's not like a big thing, you know. It's not like a big weird, oh no, let's kill each other sort of thing. It's like in small bits and pieces. Like I remember the first year I was walking, some girl came and she wanted to like take this dress, a regular model, you know, like the tall, slim models, right? I'm short and I'm chubby and I'm curvy, so it's fine. Like yeah, anyways. So like this tall slim girl comes to me and she's like, hey, I need to wear your dress. Then I'm like, no, despite the fact that it won't fit you, it's my dress. And it was this whole situation until she finally realized she could not bully me. Yeah, and then sometimes people's shoes and wigs go missing. Good luck to anyone that lost anything. I hope you find it. But I don't think it comes from anyone being malicious, because everyone pretty much gets along. At least that's what my experience has been. So for Zambia Fashion Week, there's usually like 20 regular models that are split into Group A and Group B, and then 10 plus size models. And then in the 10 plus size models, there's usually like 2 people that are in between us, right? So 2 people that can't be in the regular models and don't really qualify to be plus. So I'm kind of like sometimes an in-betweener, right? And also I'm not that tall, not that skinny, so that's where I fall in. And what happens is with the designers, like there's some designers that are all about doing things for plus, but those are few and far between. Those are people that you love, those are your friends, those are people, you know, that are done. With the designers, most of the designers usually make clothes for the regular models, and as a plus model you kind of always have to go and ask, hey, especially if they didn't do your measurements, you always have to sort of like make yourself visible and be like, hey, do you think there's anything that you have that could fit me? And then if the designer likes you, they like you and they'll give you an outfit. So it's sort of like a scramble for Africa, or scramble for designers clothing, so that you actually get to walk and experience the whole situation, the whole fashion show. And then there are those designers that never do anything for plus. Like there's this one woman, right? There's this one woman, there was this one woman, right? She had made her clothes too big for the regular Group A, Group B models, right? So one of the organizers was like, hey Muchemwa, can you come try on this dress? So there I go, I fit the dress, right? And then I'm like, okay, here it is, this is me, this is how I am. And then the designer was like, no, it doesn't look good, take it off. Then I was just kind of like, okay, cool. Then she takes it off me, and then she puts it on a slimmer model and then goes on to pin it, because that's how much they don't want plus people to wear their outfits, which is stupid, because at the end of the day, like 99% of the Zambian population isn't a regular Group A or B sized model. Most people are rounder, fuller, and obviously I think models internationally are a unique figure within themselves, you know. So if you're showcasing clothes, I think it's actually smart to have some plus in like every designer group, but obviously not everyone sees that. So if you're expecting to get paid like tens and thousands of kwaches or dollars or whatever, that's not going to happen. If you're working in any fashion show, especially in Zambia, I think you should just do it as a hobby, you know, because Zambia Fashion Week might be the highest paying of all the fashion shows we have, but it doesn't pay you enough to say that I'm going to be set for the next couple of weeks or the next couple of months. So that's just something to be aware of. Do it for fun, do it because you want to gain confidence, do it because you enjoy walking the runway, but don't be like, I'm doing it for the money, because there's no money in this industry in Zambia.